No. So hi everyone. This is today. This is Rama Kishore. You can call me Ram, and so I'm the one who is going to take care of the demo part for today. And so, firstly, sorry because we can't have individual interaction because of multiple people. Okay. And so I will give a small intro about myself, and then we will jump into the picture. Okay, so I'm having around close to 12 years of experience in this IT industry. So currently I'm working as a QA manager in one of the company. And so as I was working in IT industry, so in the training perspective, I used to always give the real-time experience, real-time subject knowledge to the people so that it will be easy for them to get the job. Okay, and I'm into the training for more than 11 years because training is my passion, and that's it. So that's it about myself, and my main agenda is to make sure the people who attend the training they got the subject, and also sorry, okay, I think by mistake it got unmuted, but that's fine. As I mentioned, like my main intention is the people should get the subject, and if you get a subject, automatically you get the job. It's a simple formula, okay? And I have a little patience also, and whatever the sort of queries you have, and if you haven't understand any topic, okay, don't hesitate to ask, and don't think that it's a silly thing, okay, or what the people will feel if we ask the question. So all those sort of things, so please uh, remove it, okay? So because in the world of testing, the main important fact is you should ask the questions. That is very important, okay? Asking questions is very important, okay? As much as questions you will ask, that means you are clarifying the topics very easily. Okay? And before continuing, I would request the people, please keep mute yourself so that we can have our demo session a little bit smooth. Okay. So it is not the command, it's a request. Okay. So thank you for that. Now let's move to the topic of testing. Firstly, welcome to the world of testing. And I would say that it's a nice opportunity. Okay, so you people will get it, and it's a right choice to come over the field of testing, because the people used to choose like testing because of its flexibility and ease to learn. Okay, that is the most important thing. And I say like yeah, testing is easy. Not only the testing in the IT industry, any subject is easy. The only thing is the mindset, how we are maintaining. Okay, if we feel like it is a tough, then to be frankly speaking, as by my personal experience, it will be a tough. If you feel like okay, it is a easy subject, I can achieve it, then 100% you can make it. Okay, so the same formula, the same funda, we will keep it over here. Okay, now testing, if because anyone can answer this question. Okay, only one person to answer. Like do you okay, or instead of answering, maybe the people, we have an option here so people can raise their hand. Okay, how many of you are not aware of testing? Just you can raise your hand, the people who don't know testing. So only we have 3 seconds time. 3, 2 and 1. Okay, so which means like everyone. Okay, only one person. Okay, so fine. So one person raised the hand that the person don't know the testing. So it means like everyone is aware of testing. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Maybe some people feel shy to raise the hand, but ignore that part. Okay, so Sai Krishna, thank you for sharing the point. Okay, so in my opinion, everyone is aware of testing because in our real world, if you closely observe, whatever the product we are purchasing, we are verifying it. So before getting the product at our house, before buying it, we always check it, right? So verifying, checking, all these are the terminologies for the testing. Okay. Let me give an example. If you plan to purchase a pen, definitely you will check whether it is writing or not. That is also one sort of testing. If you are preparing any food, you will taste it. That is also a testing. Okay. If you are planning to purchase any shirts or t-shirts or anything, any garments, you will try it, right? You will try it. If it fits fine, then you are going to purchase it. So these are all the testing. Okay, so that's why everyone is aware of testing. So then immediately we will think like, okay, so which means we are aware of the testing. So then why the people are bothering to learn the testing? The only stuff here is you have to know the terminologies. That is very important. Okay, so so far there is no standard. I mean, like in our normal life, whatever the verification activities we are performing, those are simple. I mean, there is no standardization. Okay, let me give an example for that. So one person, if I ask how you are verifying the pen before purchasing, they will say like, yeah, sir, I just open it. If it is writing, then I will purchase it. ठीक है. If I ask the same question to the other person, then the other person says, yeah, I will check if the grip is fine. Okay, then I will purchase the pen. That is his way of testing. The other person will say, like, I will purchase based on the budget. Okay, so this is how something. So I'm putting those characteristics here. Okay, so budget, comfort, and writing. Okay, so I will say this one as working. Now, these are the different, like three people are having three different sectors to do their testing. Okay, now in the testing, what in our IT industry, the testing, what we are doing is we have clubbed all these things. Okay, so whatever the techniques are available in the field of testing, those techniques you are going to learn in the training so that you won't misguide the things. If we, I mean, mislead, if we mislead anything, definitely there will be a scope, you will miss the concept. I mean, like you will miss some functionalities. When we say functionalities, the features which are available inside the product. Okay, so if we take mobile phone, so in a mobile phone we have a few functional features called like we can do calls, we can do messages, right? We can play games. My son likes it actually. So playing games, okay, so etc. Blah blah blah. So these are the functionalities. As a tester, our job is to verify whether the calling is happening or not. Now, the person says, okay, so that is the testing, is that is fine. Like if we check like, okay, calling, if I make a call, is calling is happening, that would be fine. The answer is no. Because not only this stuff, huh? Because like we have to verify what are the different extent level of functionalities do we have. Let me ask a simple question. How many of us, when I say us, I'm also included, huh? So how many of us has used our mobile phone in the 100% level? I mean, the features what our mobile phone is provided, we have used it. Anyone who used, they can raise the hand. I mean, 100%, whatever the A to Z, whatever the features are provided by the mobile phone, I have used it. So almost nil. The fact here is, but now in the IT industry, do the people who are manufacturing the mobile phones, do they don't do you really think like, okay, whatever the main features our customers are using, they are going to test that? No, they are going to verify the A to Z features, even though the person is accessing it or not. Okay, let me take one more example here. I hope everyone is aware in our laptop, we have a concept called Notepad, right? So there are multiple ways are there to open the Notepad. One is like start, run, access it, right? One is from application. One is from desktop. One is from command prompt. I'm sure that many of us has not used this particular feature, CMD. Okay, so the point here, how could I know that we have that sort of feature? Okay, so we will get all those things from the concept called requirements. And who will give these requirements? Client or end user. So he is the one who will provide the requirements for us. Requirements means the need. Over here, we joined in this particular demo session, right? So few people have joined for the job, few people are joined for subject and job. So few people are joined to see what exactly it is. So I mean, everyone is having their own requirements, right? So their need to achieve their target. So client is also approached to the IT company with his problem. So just always remember, the IT industries, whatever the products people are developing, those are all solutions for a problem. Okay, so this is the simple funda. So whatever we have in our, almost you can check anything. Okay, in IT industry you can pick up anything, every product, every functionality, whatever they are implementing, those are solving the problems. If any product is not solving the problem, we are not going to purchase that. Okay, so that is a very important. And how can we make sure that the respective product, whatever the product that a company is developing for us, it is solving the 100% need, and that can be achieved by doing testing. So clear? So this is the concept. So that's why we have to do testing. Okay, that is the first thing. Second point here is why to do testing. I mean, okay, you mentioned the point like, okay, we have to make sure that the respective product is solving the customer need. Okay, so fine. If it is not solving, what makes difference? If it is not solving, if someone is coming to you with some problem and he is in expectation that you are going to provide some solution, if you are not providing us a solution, okay, so what will happen? The next time the person will not approach you, which means you lose the business. You lose the client. That's why in the IT industry, testing is a key job. Because if the quality of the product is not that much great, customer will not come to us. If there is no customer, that means there is no business. So in our day, I mean, nowadays, like I can say like from last 8 years, 10 years, the testing came boom into the picture. Okay, because previously testing was there only for the namesake. The people, like IT companies, were not providing that much funds for the testing team, QA team, because of like they believe like, okay, testing is not that much great. If you're not, even though we are not testing, it won't make any sense. But when they realize that testing is a job which allows you to give the extraordinary product, then the companies are ready to invest into the now almost, I won't say it is equal to the development or equal to any other opportunity, but this is also having a good reputation. Okay, so you are the end user for your team, because if you are satisfied with the product, that means customer will also happy with that, because you are representing the customers. Okay, that's why in the IT industry, when the development is going on, development is any making any new product. Whenever any new product is going, like people are developing it, the project manager, the whole team has to listen testing team. If the testing team says like, no, this is not the one what customer is required needed, then the team has to change it. It is very important. It doesn't mean that okay, for whatever the small changes the people are saying, okay, make change, they will make it. The point here is the change what the QA, the tester is suggesting, it should be valid also. Clear? That is the point. Okay. So now client is giving the requirements. As a test engineer, based on the requirement, we have to verify it with the product which is given by the developers. So our Mr. Developer will provide the product to us, and we have to do the testing, and then we have to release it if everything goes fine. So this whole process, whatever is happening, this is known as SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. As to make any product, if you want to make any product, you have different solutions. In a similar way, if you want to develop anything, we have a different approaches. In our training, we will learn those different approaches. Okay. Now, here in the testing, I mean verification, you have two levels of verification. I mean, not two levels, you have two ways to do verification. One is manual and the second one is automation. So manual means as a human being, you are performing that. Let me pick up a small example. I want to upload one particular file I want to attach something, uploading a file. Okay, and once if I say send, then that particular document will be shared to the X person. Now, if I want to do this thing, I can do manual or automation. So manual means by my bare hands, I have to do that. I have to access the application. I need to upload the file. I need to click send button. Manually, I need to do it. That's called manual testing. But coming to the automation, where we are taking the help of one tool. Okay, so we are taking the help of some tools which are going to do that particular activity instead of us. So when we say automation, so obviously you will have a concept called accurate data. Okay, so as we know, right? So manually there is a scope of missing some sort of issues, but in our automation, there is a less scope. It will find the differences in a nice way. In our right now, in our world, we have more than 500 plus automation tools with a different categories. Okay, and like tools like with script or scriptless tools are available. So there are only few organizations are there who are using a scriptless automation. Okay, not completely, but most of the organizations are there who are using a scripting for automation. Now, for this particular scripting concept, what tool we are using? That is called Selenium. And now as an automation means your computer has to perform the activities on behalf of you. And someone has to instruct the computer. So if you want to communicate with the computer, you should understand some language. So computer language is not at all possible. It's a machine level language. We can't understand any single thing. And our Mr. Computer can't understand what we are trying to say. Okay, so that's the reason there is a mediator who will help us. So these are the programming languages. So here we are using Java. So Java is a programming language which is going to help us to communicate, to instruct the computer. Whatever the activities you want to do, you just tell to the computer in the language way, the computer will take care of that. And what is the reason behind why we are choosing the Selenium and Java? Because Selenium is a most popular automation tool. Most of the IT industry are using this Selenium.
Okay. Just learning about this, how the test.
So, Venkat Chetan, you are saying something? Okay, fine. So, it's not mandatory to learn all the automation tools, because in our organizations, few tools are there, hardly the people are using it. If you know one automation tool, then automatically it will be easy for you to learn the other automation tool because of the same framework, same approach. Only here and there some letters will change, some words will change, that's it. Remaining everything is same for you. Okay, this is how. In our training, what you people are going to learn. So you are going to learn the manual testing, you are going to learn the automation testing. Okay, so where with all sort of real-time examples. Okay, so how in the industry, like how we will get the project, how we will approach to it. Okay, once we got the project, what is the immediate next step we have to do? Okay, each and everything step by step with a practical knowledge, practical experience, not only the theory one, with a practical activity. So practical is more important for me, because I believe like rather than reading, if you are implementing something, you will understand the subject. That's why training is going to be the hands-on training. So with me, along with me, you people have to do it. That is the formula which I will take care. Now, in our training, as I mentioned, like real-time scenarios will be there. Okay. In one of my previous projects, whatever the requirement documents we have worked, so we will discuss about that. So how the requirement document look like, what are the different formats will be there in the requirement document, how we can read it, and how it is going to help us to transform into the testing concepts. We will learn how to write the test plan, test cases, right? When to write, when not to write, how to execute the test cases, how to create the report based on the audience. For lead, what sort of report, for manager, what sort of report. So all those stuff we will learn. And these things will be captured in our manual training. Now, when we jump into the automation stuff, we are going to learn like the programming language from scratch. So it's my responsibility to make you to learn the Java programming language. And we are going to start from very scratch. When I say scratch, that means we are going to learn even how to install the Java in your computer and how to run it. Okay, so we will learn the complete Java concepts, whichever is required for our automation stuff. Then most of the examples will be there and how we can use it in our Selenium. So we will learn that concept. So that, most common things which are available in the market, the people are using it, we will learn that stuff. Okay. And everything, once again, everything is going to be with your real-time. So we will, even though we are picking some applications which are available in the market randomly, but the scenarios, I'm going to create it for you so that it will be easy for you to map the things. So you won't be in a surprise situation. You'll think like, oh, okay, what is this? Okay, so Ram mentioned that, okay, I need to click here. That's fine. So when I need to perform the click activity, so that is very important to know. So I will take care. You should get into that. And in doing the training, whatever the concepts we are going to discuss for each and every concept, I will suggest what sort of interview questions you can expect during the interview phase and how you have to answer that questions. So that is what that is going to be there in our training. And at the very final stage, so project activity will be there. So where I will guide you people like how to make the things. Okay, I will give the high level information for you to do that particular thing. And it's very important for automation test engineer to create the framework. So I will explain you that stuff also, how to do the creating a framework. Okay, and if you need any sort of an help, I will support for the resume preparations. Or like if your people want to create the resumes, I will support. Along with that, if there is a plan for to do any sort of a certification level guidance also will be provided. Okay, so this is how our complete training program is designed. Okay, so here, rather than most jump into the theory and the definitions perspective, my main concentration is on you people should get the real experience. Let me give an example. Like we have some concept called regression testing, smoke testing, exploratory testing. So these are the different testing types. Okay. So people will say, okay, regression testing means, okay, the testing which we are going to perform, like repeating the same thing again and again on the new build. So you need to understand what is build. So which I will take care of that. Okay, repeating the same thing again and again. Okay, I got the point. But when there is a scope to do that activity, when the customer, when the tester will get to know that, okay, when do I need to repeat? When not? Why do I need to repeat? So all these things, it will be provided in the training. So not the definition thing, it's going to be the example. Like, okay, in this particular situation, like what type of testing you need to do and why you need to do. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. Anyone is having any queries? So floor is yours. Usually people won't have a questions. Two types of people. The one person who got everything, the one who didn't understand anything. So these two sort of people won't have any questions. So you people are in which category? I hope the first one. Or you people are feeling shy, like if I ask how the people are going to react.
I think we don't have the cameras on, so they can still ask the questions because no one can see no one. So
Okay.
anyone, Pranay, Lekha, Priya, Sai Krishna, Sindhu.
I haven't got any questions at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all clear.
So it's complete clear?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So Sai Krishna is asking for the training period. So training is going to be, we have to design the complete training program. So the people will be in touch with you. Okay. So you will get the course content and the complete details, Sai Krishna. Okay, so Priya, so as per like your queries, as per the job market, manual testing is preferable or automation testing. Yeah. See, if you want to, like any company, they won't hire freshers for automation testing. It's a straightforward. Okay, if you want to move as a fresher, then only manual testing is the scope for you. So you can go that. Okay, but next thing for the experience perspective, okay, usually in the interviews, it's a need, it's a JD says like, okay, we need manual tester and automation testing experience. Okay, but when you have to do the job, you will do only manual testing. So there is a less scope of doing an automation testing. Okay, so that's how it is going to be. So automation testing is going to give an added advantage for you to get into the company. But once you stable in the automation testing platform, then you will grow your career like equal to the developer. So automation test engineer is equal to the developer because developer is also doing your code and automation testers are also will do the coding part. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to get into the testing, what is the procedure or the path that he or she must follow? Like, what are the basic steps that they have to go through in order to get into the field of testing?
Okay. See, in the field of testing, okay, so testing is testing is a very vast topic. Okay, so many hidden things are also available in the testing, but in our, especially in our training program, it is not required for you to know any specific thing. Okay, it's a mandatory, you should know this part, so then only it is going to help you. So no need to worry, because the training program is designed in such a way that it is going to familiar you with the IT industry. In simple words, it's a software engineering concept. So you will understand each and every terminology over here. So in the manual testing training program, you will be familiar with the IT part. Okay, so people will, I will make sure you to familiar with those terminologies so that you won't feel like, okay, I am not new to the IT. So all the terminologies, whatever the common things that people are going to use, everything is going to be taken care here. But I would suggest you should know MS Office or Excel. That is very important. You should know that part.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So any other queries?
I think Priya asked a question that most of the companies prefer only manual testers.
Yeah. So as per the work perspective, Priya, yes, manually they are preferring, but for the interview perspective, they ask both automation testing and manual. It's a straightforward because it is going to be an added advantage for them. If you simple see, like one person is like there is a one opening, okay, and the company knows that they have to do only manual testing. But the two candidates came, one knows automation testing manual and other person knows only manual testing. So obviously they will give the opportunity to the person who knows manual automation. It's not about like, it's there, the person is knows, like even though the company is having only manual, but still they will hire the candidate. The reason is they used to think like, okay, maybe not in this project, maybe in somewhere, some other project if we got. So who is going to take the headache of hiring the other person? So same person that we can reuse. That is the intention of the people. That's why I mentioned earlier that project activity perspective, only manual is there. But from the interview perspective, if you want to get into the company, you should have manual and automation. So only manual testing is a very rare case. It's a very rare. Okay.
I got one more question. Can you please
Please.
elaborate on? I had gone through the internet about like what's testing and this and that. So I just came across like few terminologies that says functional and non-functional testing, and the other thing is the one that you had been discussing earlier. That's automated and manual testing. So could you elaborate the difference between these two?
Yes, yes, yes. See, when we talk about the functional and automation testing, okay, it's like functional. Let me take a simple example with our pen itself. So functional testing, if you want to do for the pen, you will verify whether it is writing or not, right? That is the function, because that is a functionality. So the main function of the pen is writing. But the non-functionality is the appearance, the UI. Okay, so the build quality of the pen and all those stuff that comes under into the non-functional testing. If you ask me, let's jump back to the IT, the same formula. Let's try to implement into the softwares. If I am planning to implement one website called Amazon.com, if I have to do the functional testing for Amazon, then I will say, okay, searching products is happening or not? Yes. Placing a order, okay. These items are getting stored in cart. From cart, it is moving to purchase. So all this stuff, these are known as functional testing. Now, performance testing means if there is a sale at a time, how many people can access the Amazon website? What will be in what stage the Amazon website will get crashed? How many people? What is the limit? So definitely not the infinite people can access the website server. So in one moment, it will get stopped. Maybe 10,000 users, million, 1 million, 2 million. So there will be a limit. So in non-functional testing, the people will verify that limit. To do that, there are separate tools are available in the market to do this non-functional testing. Okay, that is the difference between the functional and non-functional. And coming over here in this regression testing and all those stuff, whatever you are doing, I mean, like regression means, suppose like today, I got a product and I tested it, everything is working fine, no issues. Let me take, now, instead of saying taking an A example, let me pick up the Gmail login page. So today I got the login page and I tested it, everything is working fine, flawless, no issues. Okay, in the next release, maybe I can say in the next week, I got some feature like inbox. Right? Inbox is added. Now, it is not something like I will leave login functionality, because while implementing the inbox, how can you assure that the people didn't disturb anything with the login? So we have to verify that also. But this time, not all the functionalities you will verify in for login, only few, just to make sure that new changes are not impacted to the old thing. And this is called regression testing. Okay.
Yeah. So both functional, non-functional are separate, and manual and automatic are separate, right? It's not like functional has both automatic and manual, and non-functional has both automatic and manual. Is it like that?
Yeah. So if you want to do the functional testing, you can do both manually or automation. Similar way, if you want to do the non-functional testing, there also you have an opportunity, like you can do manually or you can do automation. In our market, we have a separate tools available to do that. That's why altogether 500 tools. Let me give a simple example. If you want to do the functional testing, you have Selenium. If you want to do non-functional testing, you have JMeter. If you want to do mobile testing, I mean, if any organization is there who is developing a mobile application, then there is a tool called SOAP UI or Postman. That is for the mobile testing. If your company is a little bit bothering about the security, if you want to do the security testing, then there will be a separate tool like Burp Suite, like that. So each type of like functional, non-functional security mobile offer all this sort of thing. Individual tools are available, because if you are doing all this sort of testing manually, then that is known as manual testing. If you are taking the help of any tools, then it will be known as automation testing. So it's very important for you to choose what type of testing you want to do, like functional or non-functional. Okay?
Thank you.
So any other queries? Okay. So I think no other queries.
Yeah, I think if there are no more questions, we can end the session. But I think Venkat, do you have a question?
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yeah, Venkat.
Yeah. Sir, how about this DevOps, sir? DevOps includes development and testing, both.
DevOps is not something for the testing or development. So developer are doing the development activities, testers are doing the testing activity. DevOps is the one who is going to club these two activities and releasing. So someone has to be there to release the software to customer, right? DevOps is the one who will do this activity. So he is the one who is going to merge these activities and going to deliver it to the customer. So that is the stuff.
Okay.
So it is not for the testing. Yeah. Okay. I think we cleared the queries of the people.
Yeah, if you have no more questions, I think we can end the session, and then we'll come back to you all with the timings and the date of the classes, and we can go from there. Yeah, should be fine. Ram, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone who joined us. We will all update you the details of the session and the timings, and then we'll go from there. Thank you everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.